All right, 3 seconds to go. Let's do this. Let's go. All right. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to my stream. I'm Pierre, your host. I hope you're all doing okay today. So we have a really short stream today because all we're going to be doing is priming another canvas, and that is going to take us 10 minutes. But anyways, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. But before we do that, let's go over to the computer, check out the last, check out the last few minutes of this painting that we finished. After a long period, because we've had so much trouble, including computer failures. I had to buy a new computer, which didn't work. Had to ship that back, get another one, reinstall everything, and get everything working and all that. I wasted almost a month painting on this, like 1 or 2 days a week, until I'd run into more problems, either of microphone problems or whatever. So anyways, we got all that behind us, fortunately. So what we're going to do right now is just go over to the computer. We'll check out very quickly the last steps of this painting, and then we'll start our 10-minute stream of today, where we'll be priming a new canvas. So I notice as well that my keyboard here the shortcuts are so caked in paint that they barely work. I really have to press down on them or buy a new keyboard. I think maybe after I finish the streaming, I'll take all these keys out and see if I can't clean it. If not, I'll buy another keyboard. I mean, these are the cheap kind, of course, full of paint all over the place. But whatever. So let's try this with a little bit of strength, and it seemed to work this time. So anyways, what did we do to finish off our painting? Well, of course, we finished off doing the last details of our centerpiece, of course, which is in the forefront. Another one of my TheZenRebel guys. Another warning that I've been doing for like the last 40 years, screaming, watch out about our planet, right? Anyways. Nobody listened, and we have, unfortunately, the climate problems that we have today because nobody listens, nobody cares. It's business as usual. So anyways, my friends, let's go back and let's start and prime this new canvas. I actually just put on my shirt. I didn't even bother changing my shorts or anything because this is going to go by so quickly. So, this is our new canvas. You're saying you're going to think and say, well, why in the hell are you going to put some primer on there? There's already a coat of primer. Well, the problem is that this is the industrial type primer. And when you paint on this, it's like painting on glass. The paint just glides on, slides off, doesn't adhere, doesn't stick to the canvas at all. So I always have to put a coat of gesso just to make sure that it works okay afterwards. So that's what we're going to do today, is just put on a very quick coat of gesso. And as soon as I figure out how to open this jar, this can of paint, there, yeah, I knew there was a way. So let's open this baby up. There we go. I'm going to give it a quick stir with my spoon. Just want to make sure the binder is all mixed in with the pigments. while I do that, I might as well wet my brush. There we go. That looks pretty good right there. So, I bought this cheap brush just for putting on the gesso. It's one of these, cheap, what is this, nylon type brush, which I don't use for my actual paintings. I don't like these kind of brushes at all. I like the natural hairs, but just to put on the primer, it doesn't really matter. So this is what I basically grabbed. There we go. And I am going to very quickly clean off my spoon. I always like keeping my materials as clean as possible. I like doing that right away so I don't forget. And it does happen once in a while that I forget to wash my paintbrushes for the next day. And some other times it happens that I forget to put the top to one of my cans on. Oh, when I come in the next day and I see that, it drives me up the wall to make such a stupid mistake. Anyways, so spoon is clean. And let's get on with the gesso and put this. I guess I could put this over here. Try not to splatter it too much. Now, when you're putting down gesso on a canvas, you always want to start from the center and work your way to the outside. Now, on a canvas that's stretched already and already has a coat of primer, it's not really that important. But we're still going to do it that way out of habit. So let me bring in this camera as well. Just like that. And I'll switch over. There we go. Definitely going to have to do something about that keyboard. So, like I mentioned, this is going to be a 5-minute stream. God, this keyboard doesn't work for shit, man. I put new batteries in not that long ago also. Just last week, actually, I put in brand new batteries. The problem is not with the batteries. The problem is with the actual keys. I must have that keyboard for at least 15 years, so can't complain too much. Okay, so we're basically all done here for the day. Very good. Okay, all done for the day. So I have no idea what I'm going to paint on this canvas. Guess it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so that concludes today's stream. A real quickie. But anyways, that's the way it goes. So I want to thank you once again for joining me. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow as what are we going to do tomorrow? I have no idea. We'll figure that when we walk into the studio tomorrow. Anyways, thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to leave you like I always do with my schedule and by saying, ciao mes amis.